All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our game today between Delaware Rising and Amish Country United. Should be a good one. We're here in Berlin, Ohio. Delaware Rising, the squad, the boys. We are away today. This is our first away matchup of the year as the teams start to make the field. And this is actually our first matchup against Amish Country United. We're in our second season in Nozzle. And last year, a forfeit happened between our game, which awarded us the points because it was deemed unplayable. So this is our actual first time suiting up against Amish Country United. And we do know the founder of the club very well, so this should be an exciting, good match to see. Now, bear with me. I'm going to make sure I adjust our camera angle really quickly so we can get the best shots possible. There we go. Look at that. Now my only goal is to make sure I don't drop it off of the top of this press box. So to start us in our second half, we have Amish Country United in the black jerseys, Delaware Rising in the blue and white. Amish Country United will be going from right to left, Delaware Rising from left to right. And the referee making his final counts to make sure each team has 11 on the pitch. And once that is complete, we will get this game underway. Again, as you're watching, if you have any questions about the match, if you want to score check, drop your support, let me know. We'll be talking, but now we are officially underway. Derek Smith says the best kits in Ohio. I know he's talking about Delaware Rising, probably because he's on the front of it. One of our sponsors. Derek, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. And yes, they are some fire-looking kits. And you'll notice a few new players for Delaware Rising. Finally, we're starting to get our full squad back in the state of Ohio. Many of them out of state, going to college, just getting back. A few others abroad, so returning from their travels. And starting strong with a corner right off the bat for Delaware Rising. Let's see what we can do from it. And one of the new players right there, number 24, Landon Kuhn. Crosses it in. Good ball in. Oh, it bounces in the box. It's hit. Oh! Just wide. As it does bounce in the box, there's a mad scramble. Delaware Rising foot gets to it, but it is wide for a goal kick. And as I mentioned, number 24, Landon Kuhn, is one of those new faces that you'll be seeing. He's been with us in practice and finally just getting back and able to play now. That's a nice little scorpion kick from Andrew Chwalik. Strong play there in the midfield. Landon on the ball. Finds his way to Jeremy. Fancy footwork. Oh, plays him through. Does go down the box. No foul call. Looks like a clean challenge from here. Lovely step there from Ryland, who maintains possession. And unfortunately, a little too strong there. That is Evan Scott chasing down that ball. Not only is he a Delaware Rising player, he's also the Delaware Rising intern this year, so actually getting some course credit for helping us facilitate a few different things behind the scenes. So, Evan, we appreciate you. Throw in for Amish. Evan flicks that into the box. Good step again by Ryland. And looks like both teams still trying to figure out momentum, the possession. Ooh, tackle from behind. Does get the ball, but also goes through the player to get the ball. That's how you'll know it will be a foul that should be called. Because a lot of players will claim, oh, we got the ball. But if you go through the player to get the ball, that ultimately will be called a foul. Looks like Landon over the ball again. Good step. And Landon already putting in a good shift. Landon at the top. Has a hit. Oh, off the goalpost. And ends up in the arms of the keeper, but it hits the underside of the crossbar. Bounces down. Unfortunately, all the ball was not crossed the line, so that is no goal, but a great start from Delaware Rising. Kyle, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. We appreciate you. A lovely little flick there. And some strong possession by Delaware Rising to start this match off. Landon finding some more space. Tries to play it through, but a little short. Some fancy footwork there by, I think that was number 21 in the midfield for Amish. And just a little too strong, and that will be a throw for Delaware. Oof, given away in the final third. Plays it central, but Ryland again all over that. Clears it away. And it looks like they tried to play the ball back to the keeper, but a missed kick, so that will be a Delaware Rising throw. And once more, we'll try it again. Another throw for the Rising. Oh, good throw into the center there. Good communication you hear from Amish. Making sure that one center back tells the other to back off so we can clear that. And a lovely ball, but Ryland is quick, and he'll gain possession there. Looking for someone on the sideline. Little big of a touch. Didn't have too many options quite yet, but hey, we'll take that. It's a good clear. We can reset our defense. And Ryland sends that up. Good hold-up play by Nick. Manivilovsky. Now there's Eddie in the back. He's one of our 3 defensive players that you'll see. So we're playing in 3-back formation right now. So it's essentially a 3-5-2. And Landon bringing up possession. Almost finds it through. Nick steps in. Amish back to the keeper. Good settle there. Lovely through ball. 25 looking for some support, but no Amish players in the box yet. Puts his defender on some skates. Plays it central. Good hit. What a save. Lovely touch over the bar from Connor. And Connor giving his team some instruction before the corner's taken. Letting him know how the defense should play that scenario. Make sure they're always in the right shape. Who can recover if a player does get beat on the wing like that. And it's a high corner. Goes long. Ryland gets ahead to that. Pushes it only as far as an Amish player. Ooh, but a missed kick. And now can Delaware counter here. Nick with the ball. Looking, trying to find someone, but does play it back to reset possession. Yes. Tyler Parlett says good stop from the keeper. Yes, I agree. Connor makes a lovely save there to keep it at 0-0. In a box. Ball played into the box and does find number 25, who maintains some good possession with a good first touch into space. Cross into the box, but Eddie says no thank you. Sends it out for an Amish throw. And we are playing at Highland High School today, so you'll notice the big H in the center of this turf field. Out in the middle of Amish Country, if you haven't guessed from the Amish Country United's team name. Long throw, and poked away by Landon Kuhn. And Coach Tyler Treadway with a nice touch on the ball over there. Oh, nice long throw. And Zach White gets it cleared. And Amish working that right side of the field, finding some space. Nice ball in. Headed away by Chwalik. And Scott does the rest of the work. And now Delaware trying to press. Smart play. Goes back to the keeper. Resets possession. Good physical battle there. That's Landon once again. There's some nice play between some of our players to keep possession in that tight area. Good play, and Ryland does get there. Tries to step. Tries to cut in there, but unfortunately he's not able to. But good shifting there from Delaware to maintain a 3-back formation. However, now it's 2v3. Amish making a charge. That's number 27 on the right side. Trying to find some space, plays it back. 18 has a hit and will be easily gathered up by Connor there with a good save. Finds Ryland on the outlet. And a quick score update. You will see their scoreboard in the top right corner once I pan further to the right, but unfortunately it is not operational today. So I'll be sure to keep you posted on scores as we go. And currently it's still 0-0. We're going to be about 10 minutes in. Ball over the top. Hit away by number 4. And everyone that's already on here chilling with me, I appreciate you joining our stream. Good work. I believe that's Colin on the left wing. Oh. That was a good play. Tried to find Colin back again on the overlap, but a little overhit and may have still been offsides on the run. But a good idea. And you see the team playing a little bit more cohesive. It is a different formation from what we started with in our first game against Volpine, which was last weekend. That was our home opener. Unfortunately, we did take a 1-0 loss in that game. Hard-fought match. That will be an exciting one as we travel to their place later on in the season. Connor, the sweeper keeper, takes possession. Hermiller on the wing. Good hold-up play. Finds Scott. Scott sees Colin. Tries to flick it in a little short. Good closing down there from White. And that's Zach White, because we do have 2 Whites on our team. A Zach White and a Nate White. And we do have 2 Evans. Oh, and lovely through ball for Evan. Oh! Colin does get a foot on it, but a little off balance and just ends up flicking it over the top of the goal. And a big substitution being made. I believe that is 6 players coming on at once for Amish Country United, getting those fresh legs out there. Tasha Brown says, let's go Nate White. And Nate White is on the bench over there. Is an option for this game. And if you are unaware, the substitution rules of Nozzle do say you are allowed unlimited substitutions. So that means you can get a lot of players in as Amish Country United relieves some of the pressure, kicks it out for a Delaware Rising throw. Evan Scott finds Kuhn. And Landon Kuhn is a freshman at Ohio Wesleyan University, so smack dab in the middle of Delaware. One of our awesome local players that we do have, and we have a ton of players on our roster from the heart of Delaware, and we love to see that, but I always love to call out Landon because he is one of the starters for Ohio Wesleyan in his freshman year, so we're very excited to have him on our team. Looks like there was a handball call from Delaware Rising, but no call from the ref, and an offside call as Amish tries to play it through. Good play from Chwalik up to Hermiller, who tries to find Manivolovsky over the top, which looks like there is space. Taps it to Colin. Oof. And just stepped in, but Hermiller hits a lovely ball out to Manivolovsky, who plays it in. Back post. It's for Evan. Gets a foot on it. It's back in the center. No one's there to close down. Some good play, though. Puts it in the danger area, and that's what we can ask. That's what we want to see. Now Amish Country trying to find something of their own as they build up. Have some good possession in the midfield. Switch it across to that right side. And a ball through to number 10. Bounces on the turf and grabbed by Connor. Deborah Hearn says, go Rylan. Yeah, Rylan's been already playing a great game down the side. Playing some strong defensive play. Good flick on from Hermiller as Nick Manilovsky will chase. And does. Shoulder off the defender. And wins the throw for Delaware Rising. And a substitution. 2 on for Amish, looks like, and 1 for Delaware Rising. And that will be Evan Scott coming off. And number 47 on the back right. Landon trying to find some space. Has a hit. Low shot. Saved by the keeper. Fumbled a little bit, but does hold on for a possession change. Now Amish will look to build from the back. But opts to boot it downfield. And it does bounce. And Eddie, smart play, heads it back to the keeper. And from here I can hear some of the chatter between Amish Country. Sounds like one of their players is telling their forwards to do a full press. And they are playing pretty high up the field. That does provide some option in the back as Hermiller does win. Manilovsky jumps up for it. And played off. Landon finds some space on the side for Colin. Colin cuts inside, has a hit, but ends up hitting just the defender. And a slide tackle. Looks pretty solid. But a throw. Not Delaware Rising's way, but for Amish Country. And number 47 did come in off for our team, and that is Morris. He's one of the new faces that you'll see. I think he was one of the players that was abroad, so we're excited to have him back playing on the wing. He's a good midfielder, attacking player. Just a quick score update for all of you watching at home, as a foul is called against Amish. Both players going up for it. Too much contact from the Amish player on Hermiller. That puts us in a dangerous position. But a score update, still 0-0. Let's say about 20 minutes in. Lovely ball, back post. Hermiller does not keep it in as the ref sees it go across the end line. That will be a goal kick for Amish. And a big substitution now for Delaware Rising as 4 players join us on the pitch, 4 off, and a single substitution for Amish Country United. I'll provide you with an update as I see some of those players who join us, and there is a new face you'll see. That is Josh in our back line, taking that central defensive position as the lone center back, and has been practicing with us this past week as well, so we're excited to see him joining the squad and being able to play. And he is a strong center back for us. We're excited. We'll see what he has as his first game, first appearance for Delaware Rising. Landon working hard over there. Stumbles on the ball, gets possession back now, looking for an outlet. And Nick plays it right back to him with a little give and go. And there is Nate White, one of the substitutions made. So Nate White on the wing. And a ball in, flicked up in the air. Keeper comes out for it and does gather. And Amy Hermiller says, let's go Jeremy Hermiller. I would assume a relative. And we'd love to hear the support. Tries to play an outlet. Ryland, lovely step once again. And that is Morris. Unfortunately, can't control and keep possession there. Ryland again with some strong defensive possession there. And very competitive battle. Foul goes against Ryland. But good strong play. As the ball is being shielded by the Amish Country player. So that is a free kick to Amish Country. Plays a long ball. And then flicked centrally. Nice idea, cleared away from Josh. And Kuhn holding possession. Eddie. Tyler says, good work to Ryland, and I agree. He's been playing some solid defense already in this game, and he has some more work to do. And tries to hit the keeper, as Connor's a bit off his line, playing that sweeper-keeper role, and easily watches it go wide. Nothing too concerning for him. Ooh. And a little clip after the ball's won from the Amish player. Looks like that might be on Manavlovsky as he tries some hold-up play. Gets his ankle knocked there. Looks to be all right, but surely doesn't feel good. Score update still 0-0. No real chances other than the one that you'll see earlier in this stream for Delaware Rising. Hits it off the underside of the crossbar and bounces out. And another foul called, taken quickly by Kuhn, and Eddie does get there on the left wing. Plays it into the box. It is a good-looking ball, but cleared away, right back to him. And he tries again, and that will go out for a goal kick. Michael Riley says, yo, Coach Chwalik, how's the season going? Good to see you on here. Season's going well. We're just getting started. As I've talked about earlier, this is our second game, first away game. First match, unfortunately, lost 0-1. And that was a great competitive battle. Honestly, no big chances for Volpine. The goal came through an error in our back line, which is no problem. And lovely, and he is onside. Holds possession. Oh, what a turn. And he scores. That's a goal for Delaware Rising. Oh, what composure. Right at the top of the 18-yard line. Sets the ball down. Turns his body. Fakes his man. Looks like he's going to pass back. Instead turns around and a one-on-one with the keeper puts it away. And I believe that was Morris. Mason Morris in his first appearance for Delaware Rising. Finding the back of the net with some fancy footwork. So that makes the score 1-0. We're probably about 25 to 27 minutes in. Amish Country will get us back underway. And that is the first goal of the Delaware Rising season. As I had just mentioned, Team Volpine, we lost 1-0 to them. Had a lot of chances in the second half, so it was promising play, and it looks like we're taking that momentum into this game. And you love to see it. And then Mason Morris, unfortunately, gets his feet tangled up in the turf. But yeah, first goal of the Delaware Rising season. Scored by Mason Morris in about the 27th minute, we'll say. And hopefully many more to come. And there were a few substitutions being made as I was doing my goal celebration in the background that all of you thankfully can't see. So Rob Comstock takes in one of those holding midfield positions. Luke Fleming also comes in. Looks like he is in one of the attacking spots. Maybe he is that central forward striker player, or maybe one of the right wing players. Some good possession to play out of the back there from Delaware now with some space. And Landon creating space of his own as he goes through the center, tries to have a hit. Defense plays well, but Landon is just a thorn in their side and ends up knocking the ball out for a throw as he blocks that clearance from Amish Country. Good win from Amish to flick it on. Good hold-up play from their number 10. And, ooh, Robbie comes in a little late after the play and does hit their player. The referee will have a conversation with him. And that was a late tackle. It didn't look like anything too malicious. And just a warning from the referee. And wow, that is a ball and a half. That is a big kick. And headed up in the air. Number 9 settles it. Oh, lovely cross. Body switch. Takes a deflection, takes another deflection, and Connor will watch that go over the top of the bar for a corner. Jack Sheeler says all ball. And Jack Sheeler, he is manager of our esports side, which has been continuing to grow. We're going to be doing some events soon, some exciting stuff happening on the Delaware Rising esports side, so be on the lookout for all of that. And if you have not yet, follow the new socials for our esports side on Twitter and Instagram. Corner for Amish. Ooh, and it bounces in the box. No one's able to get any part of their body on it as it rolls out now for a Delaware Rising throw, thankfully. And it looks like on the sideline, you'll be able to see over here a big crew of Amish United players getting ready to come on. That's a big substitution. That's 6 players. Eight has space, does have a hit. Not a bad strike. Does start to dip. But Connor easily watched that go over the top of his goal for a goal kick. And that big substitution does happen. You'll see those 6 Amish players clearing their bench, bringing on some fresh legs. And Connor taking the track, around the track to get that ball, to get ready to put it back in play. And playing short to Ryland. Plays it out to Morris. Morris looking. And it is played to Kuhn, who is onside. Hits it, and Kuhn knocks it in. And that is goal number 2 for Delaware Rising. 2-0. And a lovely ball played through from Mason Morris to Landon Kuhn, who 2 Delaware Rising runners were making the play for it. And Landon was at the point. Ball was chipped over, lovely into his path. And he slots it home near post, making the score 2-0. Delaware Rising with the lead. If I had to guess, again, there's no scoreboard, so we don't have the exact time. The only exact time will be on the wrist of the referee in the center. And Ryland, little miss hit there, but then ends up heading it back and works out even better as it is now in the hands of Connor, who plays it back right to Ryland. And now Morris taking his space. Tries to play to the feet of Luke. And Rob with a good win in the middle. Here's Landon once again on the ball. Oh, and good step there from Amish. Landon's trying to find some space. And a lovely step there from Josh. And that is phenomenal defensive play there, as he steps up, and a great switch, as Rob now is that central back. So lovely fluid formation here where players understand their responsibilities and can switch at the drop of a hat. And a lovely through ball now from Amish. And Rob working hard to catch back up. Oh, a hit and a great save from Connor. Looking like that was going to be at least on frame. Rob does a great work to hustle back, and then Connor makes sure that the angles are closed down, and that is really the only angle he had to shoot. Does take a nice strike on it, but Connor with a strong left hand puts it out for an Amish Country corner. And that corner, unfortunately a miss kick for Amish. I don't know if that ever even went into the field of play and goes behind Connor's goal. A quick weather update. Very similar temperature to our first game. I looked on the wrist and it says just under 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so that means it's about 90 for the guys out there in the sun on the turf. And while Amish is playing up a bit higher, they are letting us play out of the back. And there's our sweeper keeper again with the little pump fake. Some great possession there. Trying to find someone up top. Number 9 has some space. Oh, a lovely through ball. That is just immaculate. And oh man, some collisions going on, and it does ultimately hit the foot of Connor, who steps out, and I think that is Eddie, yes, who also stepped in. So between the both of them, the ball goes out for a goal, for a corner kick for Amish Country. And we're happy to see that, because that was a lovely ball from number 9. A low, hard hit ball, perfectly weighted, finds the feet of their striker. And just some strong defensive play. Good recovery from Eddie. And brave goalkeeping from Connor. And as we get set for this corner kick, score update, still 2-0, Delaware Rising leads. As we approach halftime. Ball bounces, number 9 hits. And I think Morris gets his foot on that. The header one, and it's still in the box. And tries a bike. Tries for something fancy there. Ball set up nicely for him, but that is wide. And unfortunately, Connor has a long walk to go get that ball. And a substitution being made. Zach White comes on. Eddie comes off. That's Eddie Conrad. And Zach White changing positions. And I know a lot of these guys personally, so I call them by their first name, but I'm going to work on calling them by their last name, because that's the name you'll see on the back of their jerseys. That is Owens, Ryland Owens. Plays back to Connor Sexton. Trying to release the other White. Not Zach, but Nate. That goes out. Shepherded nicely by the Amish player for an Amish throw. And guys, I need to turn the camera. I'm getting too excited watching this game. And a substitution. The thrower is subbed out. And a new player will come on for Amish. And there's Josh Albright. Coming here is, Luke. Does find White nicely on the wing. And some good possession here. And that back three there. It's a great pairing. And Josh holds it a little too long, but does get it out. Luke gets his head on it, but Amish do collect. And a through ball doesn't find anyone but an Amish player. Except that's a Delaware player. Not an Amish player, thankfully. And it is at the feet of Connor. Finds Landon checking back. And sends the ball out wide for Morris. And what a ball that is. My goodness. And Morris does end up winning it. And unfortunately, it does go off Morris after it takes a bobble from the defender for a goal kick for Amish. And a big substitution now from Delaware Rising, as Delaware makes a 5-person change. JP Salskar is coming on for Ryland Owens. He will be playing in that right back position Let's see. We have a lot of changes happening. Hermiller comes back into that attacking mid position. Looks like he's giving Landon Kuhn a break after a long, good shift. Good step there from Morris. And, yep, he did hit the player, so that does place an advantage. And what a ball that is from number 9 to number 21. Racing down the sideline. I think tries to play the ball in, but unfortunately for the Amish, it is a little too far out in front of their attackers, and that finds the hands of Sexton. Chwalik with the ball. White calls for it out. Does have some space. And Evan Scott, does make a good run. It also goes to Colin. And unfortunately, just between two of them. So that is a throw for Amish, as Amish makes another substitution. And number 9, thankfully for us, is coming out after some phenomenal passing play in their midfield. Let's see if number 3 can uphold that quality. And a good win. That was from Scott. And Manivlowski takes it down. Now it's a 3-on-3. And he has a shot, but it does go wide, unfortunately, in that 3-on-3. Did have space, so you can't blame him for taking the shot. And Amy Hermiller telling number 7, which is Jeremy Hermiller, to make Putnam County proud. And yes, Jeremy Hermiller does make quite the trip from Putnam County to play for Delaware Rising. So we're excited to have him on our team and allow him to be able to play some competitive soccer. And Evan Scott now. And a good box out, good shielding of the ball from that Amish player. And now Amish tries to make a break, but good shape from Delaware Rising prevents that from happening. And Evan Worley has joined us on the stream. Evan, pleasure to have you. And Sexton, good clear as Amish tries to play it through. And Josh gets hit up in the air as he's going to clear the ball. Does get a head onto it, and then an Amish player just takes him out. Nothing too malicious, clear foul, and was called by the ref. Josh looking to play Hermiller. Good first touch there from that Amish player. And does go out as Amish tries to play a through ball. But that is a Delaware Rising throw. And we have Seliskar, who is playing that right back position. Not his natural position. So it'll be interesting to see how he does play, because he is more of a winger attacking player. Does have a strong skill set and a very solid player. And I do know him from coaching him at Buckeye Valley High School. And he will be a senior for us next year, so I'm excited to see him getting some reps, some playing time in this game. As Amish pressures back. Seliskar clears. And a little communication there. A little miscommunication. Thankfully, Josh clears it up and says, get the heck out of the way. Bounces up, hit a hand, but no handball called. And number 3 out on the wing. What can he do? And JP does some closing down, but unfortunately bounces through. Chwalik clears it out. Amy Hermiller says, fun group of people. Pleasure to join Delaware Rising. Proud. Oh, well, we appreciate you, and really thanks for being a part of the family. This club is just in our 2nd year, so we're still growing, learning. Trying to give as many players as possible the opportunity to play competitive soccer and to get them where they want to be, whether that is a player like JP Seliskar, who's playing in high school and wants to get to that next level and to play in college, or that is potentially a player like Jeremy, who wants to be more competitive at the University of Findlay, play some college soccer, or even players like Josh, who had a solid career. I want to say he played at Malone, perhaps, but then wants to keep playing competitively. And now Amish finding some space. And Connor, that skips off the turf. 2 strong hands to it, as it looks like he tried to catch it, but it bounces out for a corner. So a solid save, as some more substitutions are being made. 1 for Amish, 2 for Delaware Rising. And that is Eddie and Landon coming back in. Eddie Conrad and Landon Kuhn. And here's the corner. A low short corner, but the ref says take it again because I'm not sure he signaled him as ready. Look at that kick from that ref. Putting in a shift today in this heat. And now we're ready for the corner. And Landon Kuhn takes it on the chest as he tries to control the ball. Does knock it down quite well, but Amish is able to take it, puts a cross in, and headed away. And now what can Delaware do here? That was Hermiller, who does get on the ball, who tries to chip it up. And now Manevlovsky in pursuit. Number 8 hits it up. And that is Zach White, who gets a deflection on it and headed back to the keeper. And now a quick outlet as our backline has shifted, with JP now moving up into a more midfield position. Probably more of a natural fit for him. And Kuhn plays it through. Oh, a lovely through ball. And it is chipped to the outside by Amish. Amish does get to it, and no foul called, as it was a good competitive battle. Scott now flicks it in on a bad ball. Only finds an Amish player. And a strong tackle from Zach White. That is a phenomenal tackle. Good form, good timing. Wins it, gets the ball, and now a Delaware Rising throw. And I would imagine we are probably getting fairly close to halftime. We don't have a running clock. Scoreboard isn't working today. Just a quick score update, though, for you, as that's almost a good through ball, but our sweeper keeper Sexton is able to get that clear. And a nice first touch there from Colin McComb. Tries to play Manevlovsky through, and looks like he has. Yes, great run. Looks like he gets clipped, but seems like there is no foul called, and a throw will go for Amish. But yes, quick score update while he chases down that ball. It is 2-0. Delaware Rising leads. 2 solid goals, 2 good team goals. Our first 2 of the season. And again, we are probably getting close to approaching halftime. And Landa with some fancy footwork to maintain possession. Does find McComb, who goes right back to him. Oh, lovely play in the midfield there. Unfortunately, a Amish player does get a foot to it. And now, almost a counter for Amish, but thankfully they turn and choose for possession instead. But some good quick passing here. And now number 3 out on the wing. Change sides. Plays it through, and offside is called against number 9. And so it looks like number 9 is back on, and he has been already playing a good game to give him a quick break. Sexton will take the kick. And that does go out for an Amish throw. We have a good away showing today with some of our fans making the trek about an hour and a half away from Delaware to watch our Rising play. We appreciate you all for watching, whether that is in person or on the stream. And a good step there from Evan to hold up his player. Number 13 now finds number 9 wide. He's a dangerous player on the ball. Good step there. JP tracks back to clear it. And a good win from 13, but does go out for a Delaware Rising throw. Conrad takes the throw, finds Seliskar. And as a coach, as Connor again tries that sweeper keeper play, Almost loses the ball because it kind of gets tucked under him, but still maintains composure, and we're on our way. Unfortunately, now that ball is played out. And, oh, good tracking there from Chwalik to intercept that ball, as it would have been a one-on-one with the keeper. Trying to find an outlet up top, but nothing doing. But as I was saying, ooh, and a hit on Chwalik as he just throws his shoulder through him. Not even playing the ball there, as the referee is asking him, what's up? What are you doing? So it looks like a warning goes to that player as well. And now a conversation being had between Coach Treadway and number 11. But now let's try to get this point across of, as a coach, you always love to see your keeper interacting with the players, talking, especially to his back line, and getting the ball played back to him, because playing out of the back, of course, requires some strong play from your keeper. And Manavlovsky gets your chest on it, but unfortunately a little too strong. Amish throw. A step there from Chwalik. Finds McComb, who has space in front of him. Does get knocked off of it, but he did get the ball. Fair challenge, says the ref. And number 3, fancy footwork of his own. And does roll out of bounds for a Delaware throw. Score update still 2-0. And that will be halftime. So score update, as I had just mentioned, it is 2-0 for Delaware Rising after some amazing play from both sides. But if you do have to say, you'll see some great passing, some great possession, some great build-up play from Delaware Rising. And now, game plan for our halftime takes about 10 minutes, so I will actually just set our camera, hang out. Sounds like you can listen to some jams as they put on some halftime music. And then we will join you here again in 10 minutes to get the second half underway. Gentlemen, we are back. Let me get you a better view here of all the action that's going down, but we are back underway here in Berlin at Highland High School. Tyler Parlett says, didn't catch the names, 2 fun goals to watch. Yes, so we begin the second half. It is 2-0. Second goal scored by Landon Kuhn, as dangerous ball played in there from Amish, and that goes out for a corner kick for Amish, so they're starting strong. But that second goal scored by Landon Kuhn, and first goal scored by Mason Morris. So yeah, Gary, if you do have some more questions, let me know. Happy to talk you through it as we continue our stream here. But yes, 2-0. And you'll see the scoreboard is not working. So I'll try to keep you posted on scores as we go. As the ball's in, headed away by Evan Scott. And thankfully, fully cleared by J.P. Seliskar. And now Manavlovsky applying some pressure. Looks like that is Scott who claims possession for Delaware and plays a nice ball up to Manavlovsky, who gets a touch on it, but unfortunately gets away from him. But Kuhn holds it down, and Scott calls for it, does get it. And Scott tries to play it wide, but JP recovers, and now it's Hermiller on the wing. Takes a big touch. Oh, what a lovely little turn that is. Plays it to JP. JP has a hit. Hits a defender, bouncing around in the box. Manavlovsky now has a hit. And now Kuhn holds possession and unfortunately loses it there. And now it is a 3v3 situation with Chwalik chasing back as well to make it 4v3. And some fancy footwork there. Does flick it through. And Connor gets a hand on the ball, but call for a penalty as Connor bravely comes out. Does get a hand on it. So that will be a corner kick, even though a big appeal for a penalty. You could probably see that one pretty clearly on the stream. Thankfully, Connor does play well with his possession, his positioning, gets a hand on that, and prevents a goal. And it prevents the penalty. Another corner for Amish. They are attacking hard to start the second half, and they are not going to go away quietly. Number 9 puts it low and tries to flick it through. And now 9 hits a low ball across, and it bounces through. It's to number 7 who plays it wide. And a step. Nathan Chwalik working hard. Keeps getting in front of the ball. Good hustle there from Chwalik, and finally a shot is taken but goes wide. Doesn't worry Connor. And Connor plays it short to Conrad. And he'll play that up. And Hermiller tries to flick it on. Oh, a little outside of the foot. Nice ball there. Possessed well. Tries a back kick, but Owens, oh! And Owens tries to play back to the keeper. A little miscommunication there. But Owens recovers nicely to make sure that is only a corner kick. Momentum right now with Amish. Delaware just needs to calm down, continue to communicate. The score is 2-0 in favor of Delaware Rising. Oh, a lovely corner. And headed away by Owens. And a foul called against Amish on Owens as he clears the ball. Gets knocked down after the play, but brave heading there. Owens finds Kuhn. Oh, and Hermiller with a lovely turn there. And good hold up. Hermiller still with it. Trying to find an option. And unfortunately holds it a little too long and is taken away and hits off of him for a goal kick. Landon, lovely first touch. Finds Evan in some and then Hermiller hits it low. Oh! Just skims across the front of the goal. Looks like that was a shot, but still could have also been considered a cross if someone is at the back post. But good work from Hermiller. Putting the ball in a dangerous area. And that's what we need to see. Swing that momentum back toward Delaware Rising. And ball bounces over. And Seliskar now tries to hit it back. And it was White. White gets fouled. Conrad finds Kuhn. 2 defenders on him. Still keeps possession somehow. Good communication there from White. Nice little dummy. Now it's Evan Scott. Seliskar tries to play it over the top for Manablovsky. Hit out of bounds. Delaware Rising throw. Across into the box. McComb brings it down. Good work. And good work from the defense as well to take possession away. Tries an outlet. Does find him. And Zach, oof. And advantage. Somehow that's a foul on Zach. And Connor plays big to force him to go wide. And JP gets a touch on it. And it's still at the feet of an Amish player. Oh, and poked away from that Amish player by Chwalik. Good hustle and good reach to get that. 9 puts it in. Woof, dangerous ball across the box. No one gets on it. And that will be out for a Delaware Rising throw. JP does a nice work to bring it down. And a good tackle. Great interception from that Amish player. Loses his footing and hit out by that player. That looks like that's Evan Scott knocking it out for an Amish throw. And I don't know if you saw it, but during halftime, that road right at the edge of the field on the backside, you see that Amish buggy passing by. We are truly in the heart of Amish country. Dangerous ball in the box. Does ultimately go out for a corner. So another corner for Amish country. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I apologize. Facebook's streaming looks like it had some issues as a foul is called against Amish, and that will give Delaware Rising a free kick right at the edge of the box, right on the corner. So just a quick update. So nothing has happened crazy in this first half. Some shots, good cross from Delaware Rising, goes across the face of the goal. A couple good chances for Amish. They've had a lot of corners. But unfortunately, as I thought I was streaming, because it said it was live, but everyone was telling me it was not live, as Kuhn puts a nice ball in the box, but it's headed away by Amish and cleared downfield. But, yeah, we were not streaming live, apparently, so thankfully my sister actually texted me and said, yo, the stream's not up. So I just reset everything, and it looks like we are good to go. Thanks, everyone, for joining. This is the second half. We are about 10 minutes in, I would say. Score is still 2-0, Delaware Rising. And a lovely through ball for number 9, Owens. Lovely clearance there. It's exactly what he needed to do. Again, if you are watching the stream, feel free to join, hang out, drop your questions, thoughts, motivational speeches. Anything would be great. I will say, Amish has been attacking a lot this second half. Some good momentum and a lovely slide tackle there from Evan Scott to prevent the cross from making it any further. But you can feel the momentum. Some of their fans are getting excited, cheering them on. And this is probably the 6th corner already for the second half for Amish. And looking for short, but nope. Goes long, and that's a dangerous ball, but it goes over the back of the goal line, so that'll be a goal kick, thankfully, for Delaware. Amy asks, does Delaware Rising have a Snapchat or a YouTube? We don't have a Snapchat, and maybe that's something we'll work in the future, but we do have a YouTube channel, and we post our vlogs there. Hopefully, if Facebook lets me download these games, I'll also put our game footage up on YouTube as well. So we do have some fun stuff going on our YouTube channel, so you'll definitely want to check that one out. You can just search Delaware Rising Football Club, or you can go to DelawareRising.club, and you'll find all of the links there. And yeah, Amy is actually mentioning maybe YouTube Live or TV. I agree. I'm actually looking into different streaming options because it seems like Facebook is maybe not the best option in terms of reliability. So YouTube, going live on that may be the next best option. We may be trying that next game. Of course, if we do that, I'll keep you all updated. But for now, we'll finish this game, hopefully, knock on some wood somewhere for me, on Facebook. And a good win there. And that is, I think that's Manuel. Looks like he did make his way to the game. And Manuel Lozano now in at that left back position. And Eddie tries to keep it in, but unfortunately goes out for a throw for Amish. And good, sounds like Amy was having some good experiences with live stuff on YouTube, so we'll have to maybe go that route. Nice ball flicked and kept alive by Amish. And Chwalik clears. Let's see if we can step up and get our shape. And just a score update for all of you. It is still 2-0 to Delaware Rising. And a little bump there from Evan Scott as a foul is called against him. Going for Amish United. And Amish in the all-black kits. Delaware in the blue and white. And a nice ball in. That's dangerous stuff. Let's flick back, and oh, it goes in off of the post. A lovely flicked header into the box. You can't beat that. And Connor does all he can, Sexton, to try to keep it out. And unfortunately, just past his outstretched hand, hits the inside of the post and bounces in. And now, folks, we have a game on our hands. That makes the score 2, Delaware Rising, Amish Country United 1. And momentum has certainly shifted in Amish Country's favor. You can feel it around the stadium. Let's see what Delaware Rising can do to respond. Oh, and a through ball. Finds number 21, who tries to have a kick, but oh man, good tackle there from White. And that doesn't feel good. He does look at his leg after making that sliding challenge. If you do that slide on turf, it doesn't feel nice. And I'm trying a new setup today as well for our stream. Before we take the corner, if any of you wouldn't mind dropping in the comments, letting me know what the audio sounds like. If you can hear some wind noise, if it seems like it's far away, too loud, let me know. Appreciate the feedback. And now a corner for Amish. And it bounces in the middle of the 6. And is touched by an Amish player, thankfully, over the top of the goal. Tyler says the audio seems solid. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. Krista Comstock also says the audio is great. Good. Well, at least the audio portion is good, so we're getting there. Trent also says sounds great. Good deal. Good deal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We've got a new audio mic setup going on our little mobile broadcast booth. So at least we've got the audio sorted. Now we just got to figure out the streaming partner, and we'll be good to go. And he tries to play through ball, but the winger is checking back, so they have time. Now Manny in the corner. Plays to Nathan, who's checking through, but number 28 gets to it. Plays through number 10, who scores and is onside. So now it is 2-0. Excuse me, it's 2-2. It is 2-2. It is tied up. That was some great playing. I will give Amish credit there. Lovely passing. Great way to recover from, I think that was number 21. Toward the top of the D. Maybe that was 28. Steps in, takes the ball, finds the through ball, and has the composure to finish. So now we have a game, folks. 2-2. Amy Hermila says audio commentary is good. It closed out other noises. Very awesome. Good. Good. Glad to hear it. But let's see. Let's see what Delaware Rising can do. We need a response. We need to play with a little bit more composure, and Morris trying to do that, but unfortunately can't find the ball through. Amish switching the ball across. And this time is flagged offside. And does try to kick the ball into the net after he is called offside. Sometimes a card offense, depends on the ref, I suppose. And the ref is not having it. Did give him a warning. See that tractor driving in the background? You love it. Love that small country farm town vibes. It's where I grew up, so I always appreciate it. Owens on the ball. And Kuhn checks back. Now taking his space. And he has great balance, great dribbling ability. McComb looks like he tries to cross it into Manivolovsky. It goes off of an Amish player. They do save it, so it is just cleared. Still in play. And Eddie wins that ball. Eddie Conrad. Owens. Oh, it tries to play it through to Hermiller, and that's a lovely ball. Hermiller will get there. Plays it through the line. Oh! And a lovely hit ball into a dangerous area. Cleared. But only as far as Jeremy now. Hermiller has it. Now McComb. A ball in. And now Owens. Owens has a strike! Oh, my. Wound up. Got over the ball well. Just risen a little too much. But good form. That's a good hit. And we'll need more of that. And Amy says, this area looks like Putnam County. Yes, I'm actually from northwestern Ohio myself, which is in the range of Putnam County. We do have a lot of farm fields as well. Looks like a substitution is made or in the process of being made as the goal kick is taken. And a tangle right there. I think it's Josh Albright, I believe. One of the Amish players get wrapped up, and that is a foul. Doesn't look like, again, anything malicious from the Delaware player. Just some tangling as they both try to fight for position. And a nice ball into the box, but he is called offside. And the referee is not having the complaining from the Amish side. Just tell him he's had enough. But a good offside call there. We'll have the replay, so we can always check that out. But offside is called on that, so that will be a free kick for Rising. And Sexton is telling everyone, get up. He's tired of it. He's taking the ball. He's just going to smash it. And good win there from Albright. And White takes a touch. Unfortunately, holds on to it a little too long. No foul called. And great defense there from number 18, I believe. And now Amish have had an advantage to try to take on, but couldn't get it. And they tried to take it. I don't know if that was a shot or a cross, but that was from number 10. And good defense there to block that. Looks like when he struck the ball, they both kind of hit it at the same time. Never feels good. And it goes up to Manivolovsky, which looks like he tries to go for the ball, gets nudged in the back, and it looks like the ref is going to the pocket. That will be the first yellow card of today's match. I'm not sure what number that's on. And the ref is having a conversation with one of the Amish players, and it seems like some of the Delaware players are also trying to get their voice heard. The ref said, no, he's had enough. Don't want to hear it. I've already made the foul. I've already given a yellow. It's getting a little chippy out there. And now it looks like one of the Amish players is having a conversation with Coach Treadway. And the ref on the far side, line judge, is telling him to calm down. It's all right. It's all good. Beautiful day for soccer. We don't need any reds here. So I think the referee is currently just jotting down the name, number of the player. So he has that for the records. Then we'll set the wall. And then hopefully we'll see another goal for Delaware Rising. As quick score update, it is still tied 2-2 with both of Delaware Rising's goals coming in the first half, and both of Amish Country's goals coming in the second half. So Landon Kuhn over it, along with Morris. And Kuhn is telling that other player to back up. And Morris doesn't, but Kuhn takes the kick and it doesn't fully get over it, so that unfortunately goes over the bar. And that will now be a goal kick for Amish. And you're not going to want to miss this game. It's a good one. It's getting chippy, tied up at 2-2. Very exciting stuff. Looks like a substitution is being made. Chwalik is coming off. Looks like Albright gets nudged. Looks toward the ref, but ref doesn't care. Morris does bring it down. And Luke tries to turn, but turns into a defender. Now Amish plays it wide. But he is met by Owens. And a good tackle. Oh! Not a good tackle, says the ref. That one looks like he got the ball before the man. However, he does hit the man, so you can see why the ref does call that. And you can see big substitution coming in for Amish. I think this might be the record. I think it is 7 players at once getting ready to come in. Ball into the box. Headed up by Owens, and that's good defense right there. And subs are now being called in. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that is a 7-man substitution. That is the record so far that I've seen in any of the games. Now number 9 jogs over to take the corner. It's been a good game so far. Delaware Rising, certainly the better team in the first half. But now second half, Amish have been the better team. So Delaware needs to step it up, hopefully after this corner, and Kuhn clears that away, only as far as the corner taker, and he chips it back in. A good head there from Morris, and it's hit and deflected, but a great save. Has to make sure he adjusts his body a bit to stay, and Sexton makes the save. Oh, man, and that is certainly a foul. Guys, I missed that one. Sorry, I was a little distracted with seeing that hit. And you could see extended arm in the back of Manevlovsky as he tries to win the ball in the air. No cards, just a foul call. But Tyler, Coach Treadway, not happy. Because definitely the extended arm, you could see that, and that's the motion that Tyler's making. And then the coach for Amish also getting his voice heard. And the ref tells them both to be quiet. Let's just play soccer. Landon Kuhn over top the ball now. Let's see what he has to do here. Chips the ball in. Good looking ball. But Amish does win. And a good tackle there, but still finds an Amish foot. Eddie tries to get back, but the spin on the ball carries a little further than him. And offside, definitely called there. Tyler Parlett says this is almost 2 teams versus 1. Yes, it is. You're right, for a number of different reasons. Delaware gets it under play quickly, and Amy subscribed to the Delaware Rising YouTube. We appreciate you, Amy. Thank you. Any support helps. And Kuhn plays a dangerous ball in. Holy moly, that is just a lightning ball, and no one is there to close in on it. And some good hustle by Morris to keep it in. A little fancy footwork there. Delaware regains and retains possession. Now Morris flicks it in the box. It's a beautiful ball. Ooh, just too short. And now Amish find their team with the ball, but no. Oh, and gets nudged off it. And Zach White intercepts, but unfortunately only finds an Amish player. Now 21 with some time on the wing. Zach White steps out to meet. Good communication from the back line there. Oh, a lovely ball in. Oh, and that was very dangerous play, but it looks like it came off of Sexton, but the ref says no, and it will be a goal kick. And that was a dangerous ball played in. Not able to find the foot of the Amish player. So 2 big chances from both teams within the span of about a minute. Maybe this will open up the game a bit more. Probably have about a half an hour remaining, maybe 25 minutes. McComb looking for the option. Finds Morris on the wing. And looks like a good ball in, but bounces over top. And now Amish can attack. And a lovely through ball to number 25. But thankfully, Zach White steps in, intercepts, ball bounces and finds his way. And a tackle from Ryland Owens. And this one, he tries to step in and gets a yellow for his efforts. And that is the first yellow for Delaware Rising's team. And that was on Ryland Owens. So the ref will jot that name down. So 1 yellow card apiece. And temperature slowly rising. Your little weather check while we wait for this free kick to be taken. 81 degrees now. So probably about 91 on the field. Thankfully, some clouds have joined us. Just block out a little bit of the sun. Good day for some soccer. And a good little run in the box. Nice free kick. That's stuff from the trading ground, but defended well from Delaware. And good hold-up play from Nick Manavlovsky. And no foul called there, as he does get nudged and is not able to make his way toward the ball. And a hit there, but goes well wide. And Connor now looking for a ball. And thankfully one of the staff members on the sideline is able to get it for him. And we have the same issue at Buckeye Valley, our home stadium. There's a track surrounding it, of course. And the ball will just roll for days on those. A good win from Amish. And now they bring the ball up, 27. And stepped in by Chwalik, but still finds number 3. Now 25 on the wing. And JP, good, strong defense there. And, oh! A foul called against Delaware Rising. And not a call that should have been made, as no foul was committed. Good battling. And then JP had the positioning between the ball, and his back was clipped while the other player was on the ground. But for some reason, a foul was given against JP. Now the referee is placing the ball, telling him where to put it. And now we'll mark off 10 paces for Morris and his wall. And number 9, been a great player, takes the kick. Lovely ball in. And is one, and just bouncing around, a lot of heads. Number 9 has it, hit. Chwalik steps in. Now we need Delaware to step. 13 puts it back in the box. It's Owens, it's over the back. And it's headed. That's a lovely goal. What a ball that is. And fantastic play. Unfortunately, comes at the end off of a confusing sequence where the foul should not have been called. And Connor kicks the ball out. Unfortunately, it's his own player out of frustration. Didn't look like it even phased Albright, and he is a tank. So now, score update, 3-2. Amish Country, 3. Delaware Rising, 2. And that can't complain because that is a lovely ball. The only issue is it comes off of a confusing foul call from the referee. Don't love to see that, but nothing you can do now except fight forward and see if we can get a goal of our own to equalize now. And Jack Owen says, "What is the request?" I'm not sure what you mean by that, Jack. Give me some more deets. And Amy says, "Keep your heads up. Don't be discouraged, guys." Heck yeah. That's right. Nothing you can do. Just keep going forward. Try to score some more goals. And we know we can do it. We scored 2 in the first half. Let's score 2 this half. Why not? And goes out for a Delaware Rising throw. JP, good long throw into the box. And great stuff there from Albright, who does win the ball. And now Delaware will have possession to work it out of the back. Finds Chwalik. There's good talking there. Good possession, which we need more of. And way to find Hermiller. Hermiller finds Kuhn. Kuhn puts it into the box, and Manavlovsky gets to it, tries to set it for Hermiller. Hermiller does have possession. Flicks it in. Oof, and Manavlovsky tries to go up for it. Puts his hands up, but that is a foul, because he encroached on the keeper's position there. So a foul like right on the end line. And that'll be a free kick for Amish Country. Oh, and Jack says, "Sorry, wrong chat." Must be getting in on all the soccer action that's going on today. And Amish player goes down. No foul called. They do win it, but only as far as White. Overlapping run by Manavlovsky. And a good switch by White. Finds Scott on the right side. Has some time and some space. Puts the ball in the box, but deflects off an Amish player for a Delaware Rising corner kick. A substitution being made. Comstock for Delaware Rising is coming on with 2 subs being made for Amish Country. And Comstock comes on for Albright. So like for like swap. Center back for another defensive player. Comstock can play center back, but probably more natural fit in a defensive midfield position. Yes, and Jack says, "Come on, boys, battle back. We need it." And here's the corner. Lovely delivery. Keeper comes out for it. Can't hold it. Oh, but then does recover well on the ground to do a little hop. And smothers that. Good win from Chwalik. And JP doing some good work there. Still finds the feet of an Amish player, unfortunately. And a good step there from Rob. And Rob finds Kuhn. We can go on the break here. Hermiller on the wing. And he can take on his man. And good defense there from number 4, I believe, from Amish. Shields the player off the ball. And another sub being made. I think that looks like a 2-person change. Morris is coming on, and McComb is coming on. It's giving Evan Scott a quick break, and Manavlovsky as well. Looks like Morris will now be our up-top striker, and it goes in toward him. And Owens Able to get possession and almost finds Seliskar, but unfortunately not. Finds an Amish player instead. Number 11 now with some space, and Seliskar hustling back and does some good work to slow that down and wins the ball. Good stuff from JP. You love to see it. Chwalik with the ball. Nice little outlet there. I believe that's McComb. Cuts inside, does find Hermiller on the wing. Tries to go right back to him. Unfortunately can't do so, but Morris regains possession of that. And Kuhn playing up a little higher now. Calls for the ball. Gets it. Colin trying to find some space. And puts a low ball into the box. And unfortunately, great idea, but just rolls right into the keeper's hands, as I don't think anyone was ready for that. The Amish team or the Delaware Rising team. And Chwalik with a good win. And gets that second ball as well. And good passing here from Amish. Plays a through ball. It's the right idea. It's not the best execution, and that's out for a throw for Amish. And a sub is being made for Amish. So it looks like Nathan is gassed. And Chwalik looks to be beckoning to the bench for a quick sub. Get a break. And it is hot. The sun has peeked out now from behind the clouds, and it is roasting everyone in its gaze. After a sub from Amish, 9 takes the throw. Good long throw into the box. That's dangerous. Does flick it on to goal, but over and easily watched by Sexton. Still 3-2. Amish Country leads. Delaware Rising by 1 goal. We don't have too much time remaining. Maybe about 10 minutes. Again, scoreboard is not working here, so we have to speculate what the time is. I've tried to track it on my watch as well. So the only time that we'll know to be accurate is on the ref's watch, and almost a nice through ball by Nathan. Nathan Chwalik, now Seliskar playing great defense, JP. Guys, I'm not going to yell. I promise I'm not going to yell. Especially those of you that have headphones on. And lovely stuff from JP. Good run. Now finds Kuhn at the top of the D. Has a hit. Oh, and it goes wide. And no deflection called. Substitution. Manivlovsky comes on. And it looks like Chwalik is coming off. And Christy is telling me to yell. I would. And I would love to do so. But I don't want to hurt your guys' precious ears, especially those of you who have headphone users, because I actually have like a semi-professional mic now. And there's a lovely touch by White. Tries to turn, but slips on the turf, unfortunately. And Hermiller working out back and forth between those two players, and we need more back so we can apply some pressure so we can get possession so we can have another chance on goal. And White hustling. I'd like to see it, but slides on the turf. Never feels good. And 3 with space and time. And finds number 9, the dangerous playmaker. And good possession here. And tries to go through ball. Sexton recovers quickly. And outlet. Looks like that is to McComb. McComb has some space. Look up. Who do you see? Gets past his man. Good footwork. Wow, what a lovely run through the midfield. And tries to play it through to Manivlovsky. And unfortunately, only finds an Amish player who does outlet nicely to number 11. Good stuff from JP to stop that attack. And JP still working hard. Seliskar, great win, and tries to play a through ball, but no one's making the run. Yeah, which way? That's a good call. Nate White is on our left wing over here. Let's see if I can do this little point action. Oh, look at that. We got like a little pointer. This is like a school lesson. Nate White right there. And I think Zach White right here. We got them both. Comstock working hard. And just kicked out by Amish, so that is a Delaware Rising throw. And throws it to the keeper. Good footwork from Sexton. And now Owens hits it up. As we don't have many minutes left, but a big touch from Amish. Chipped up to Morris, who, can't get a foot on it, but chips it through. It's Nate White! Oh, and he just wasn't quick enough to get there. The ball's a little too far out in front of him. And the keeper happily gathers that ball. And Chrissy S. asking how much time left. Probably just a couple minutes. We don't have a legit time. I've timed it on my watch. So we do have a few minutes. And unfortunately, bounces in the back. But Robbie gets back. And some great recovery by Comstock to make sure nothing happens there. And a throw in for Amish as Robbie makes a good hard challenge. And Amish not happy with the tackle, but the ref says there's nothing in it. And Amish happy to take their time. Thrown into the corner. Yes. And a foul is called as Owen tries to go through the back of the player. Taken quickly and hit out by Owens for a Amish throw. And this is ultimately what Amish wants to have. Ball in the corner, keep going out for a throw, keep milking that clock. Will Delaware Rising maybe get one more chance as Zach White knocks it back. Number 8 has a hit, too high. But, folks, that is our game. Final score, Amish Country United 3, Delaware Rising 2. Very strong first half from Delaware Rising to go up 2-0, but then the Amish come striking back in the second half with 3 goals of their own, and to hand Delaware Rising the second loss of the season. So our record now, we are 0-2. Unfortunately, both games very tight, lost by 1 goal. Well, again, thank you all for joining us on our stream, especially to all our fans who were able to join us and made the trip up here about an hour and a half to Berlin, Ohio. So our next game, I believe, is a weekday game, and we will be taking on, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have it in front of me, but Greater Columbus. So another great matchup, and should be a very competitive game. So it'll be exciting to watch. We will still have that streamed as well. However, it will be a home game, so hopefully we'll see a lot of you there. Admission, of course, is free. It is at Buckeye Valley High School, so make sure to join us there. It'll be another great match. Try to find our first victory of the season. And it'll be a good match for sure, especially having some of former Delaware Rising players playing on the Greater Columbus team and having started that club. So a nice matchup for sure. So make sure to join us for that one. And again, there will be a stream as well, but like we had mentioned earlier on in this stream, we may be switching to another streaming provider. For example, going live on YouTube. That may be the plan. So if it is, we'll keep you updated on social media, so be sure to watch out for that. But I'm leaning towards probably giving that a try for our home match, streaming live on our YouTube channel. Get a little more consistency to make sure that our stream doesn't cut out like it did today. But we appreciate you all, and especially all you guys that jumped on the stream too. Thanks for keeping me company, watching the game with me. It's always fun. And as always, up the Rising. We'll see you at the next home game. Appreciate you all.